Oh, there they are, live. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it? Are we there? Is it live? I don't know. Let's have a look. Somebody say hi. I think it is live. I think we are live. Let's have a look. Yes. All right, hello everyone. Hi, welcome to the Patreon only Fuck the Wall Harder. Let me just go and see who has joined since fucking 10 minutes ago. So we can say hi. Or since last time. When was last time? Last time was the 16th. Let me go to down here. 16th, today, October the 16th. Okay, the people that have joined since the 16th that are paying members of Patreon. Hello, welcome Ben Bang, Laco, Soupe à l'oignon, Marielle, ooh, Kazuhiko Sagaguchi. Am I pronouncing that right? That sounds Japanese to me. Laurent Guyot and Julie. And that is all I've got right now that's updated. Sometimes it takes a while for this whole Patreon situation to update. There are a bunch of people that have joined for free, but I don't think they're on here, ladies and gentlemen, because I haven't made this available for the free pay. I still need to figure out the Patreon thing. I haven't had time to figure out how to best include the people, because what Patreon are doing is great now, where you can sign up for free and make sure that everyone gets, it's like its own the free social media that avoids all of the algorithms that you get lost in. So I think you get an email every time I post that could be interesting. And then if you pay, then you get extra shit. So I just need to figure out what that looks like. And I haven't had time, to be honest, because fuck off, I've been working. So how are you, Patreon? Great to see you. Correct, I'm Japanese, but I'm living in France. Nice work, Kazuhiko. There was something that I was thinking about for you guys, and I've just... do you know what I didn't do? Because it's not there. I forgot to do an Irish insult of the day. This book is courtesy of Ben Flo, legend. Hello, there he is. Ben's in the house. Right, Ben. You ready? It just keeps going to the same pages. Let me try another one. Up. Right. Right. Here we... He'd shite in your parlour and charge for it. He would shite in your parlour and charge for it. What is a parlour? Is that like a hair parlour? Is that where you get your hair done? The translation is, he's not only ignorant, but stingy to boot, which is still not a good translation because it's even harder to understand. He'd shite in your parlour and charge for it. That's basically saying he's a prick. He'd basically take a shit in your house and then charge you to take a shit in your house, much like producers of stand-up comedy. How are we all on Patreon? Patreon, all 26 of you. Hi, welcome. It's good to be back. It's good to be... I didn't even finish my my drink, did I? Pascal Ougé, des nouvelles de Rolly Carlis. Il veut plus venir à tes podcasts. Listen, I keep trying to... here's the thing with Rolly. Okay? We keep missing each other. He was in Thailand for like 2 weeks, I think. 3 weeks? Might have been 4 weeks. Doing some Muay Thai training. He's getting back in shape and doing some Muay Thai boxing. I don't know if it's boxing. It's a martial art of some sort. He went out there, did a camp or something, and because of the time difference, he would try and call me, and I was like in a train on the way to Budapest or something. And then when I tried to call him in the evening, he was sleeping. And now that he's back in Canada, he calls me at like this time when I'm on stage or just about to get on stage or just got off stage in dinner. So we haven't spoken to each other in forever. So I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Maybe I should give him a call right now and see what's going on. No, I can't be asked. Can I? What? No, I can't read that out. Rolly, let's see what he's doing. FaceTime Rolly Asal.
Starting a FaceTime call to Rolly Asal. iPhone.
No, not answering. Don't know what he's doing. There you go. That's your answer. We don't know what Rolly Asal is doing. Right. I'm gonna go get some homemade iced tea. It's not really homemade. So, my lovely wife bought me as like a housewarming present. She bought me a SodaStream machine. This thing that makes like your own fizzy water, which is actually pretty good. I only started using it last week, and what she also bought me as the pack is not only do you get fizzy water, but you get like these mini boxes of flavored things to put in the sparkling water. So the 4 that I've got are Pepsi, iced tea, 7-Up, and sugar-free 7-Up. So I've already tried the Pepsi, and that's good. And I just made a bottle of iced tea, of Lipton iced tea, because the SodaStream company are in a deal with, what are they called? The Pepsi company, and they own, I didn't know they owned Lipton iced tea and 7-Up and all this stuff. So the weird thing is it's fizzy. It's fizzy iced tea, which is interesting because you can't buy that. But it's non-alcoholic, and it's all right. It's all right, you know what I mean? Maxime Boutet has a great point. No, it's Misha Luna who says, Siri literally says, Rolly asshole. Yeah, exactly. That's his name. That's actually one of his jokes as well when he's on stage. Bonjour, je m'appelle Rolly Asal. Pour les anglophones dans la salle, it's Rolly asshole. And that is all thanks to Siri. What a slag, fucking slag. Raquel, you should go to Cholele and get your mugs at some point. I should. I was actually at Cholele, the office. When was I there? I feel like I was there a couple of weeks ago. I don't know when it was. I can tell you when it was. It's in my calendario. I was there on Wednesday, and I completely forgot to bring the mugs with me. Actually, no, I wasn't there on Wednesday. I was in Barcelona on Wednesday. What an idiot. I was there on Monday last week. Was I there on Monday last week? No, that wasn't even me. That was my wife and Adam that was in there last week. I was there recently. I don't know when it was, but I was there and I forgot the mugs, Raquel. But it's funny because my wife actually today said to me, yeah, it's weird. At Cholele, at the office, someone's got a mug with one of the phrases from your shows. And I'm like, oh, is it Gad Elmaleh? Or Je suis pas inquiet, mais je suis pas à l'aise. She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's Raquel. And she's like, oh, nice. So there we go. What's going on, Patreon? How are you lot? How are you? What's going on? Mate, it was, oh, God, the show in Strasbourg. I can't even, it's too, here's what I'm going to do, Patreon. Here's what I'd like to do. So today, here's what I've decided. Do you know what we're going to do, Patreon? Here's what I feel like we're going to do, because I feel like you're all timid right now. You're not asking any questions. There's 30 of you, right? And you're a bit timid, and that's okay, because I have a plan. Maybe we make this live, today's one, a little bit shorter, but because I haven't seen my wife in like 5 years, and we every time we want to talk, it's time to pick up Louise, or it's time to build the new bit of furniture, or I've got my life to do, and we haven't talked properly in forever. And so what I thought we might do, Patreon, And let me tell you, you're going to decide what you prefer tonight, right? We're 10 minutes into the live, okay? So we can either do like an hour-ish, and that's great, and I'm here and everything is cool, or I can post my Cigale 10-year party. For those of you, some of you who are new to Patreon, I did a 10-year show, which is the poster over here that you can see at a place called La Cigale, and there were basically 2 shows in there. The second part was my full 1-hour Bisou Bye show, and the hour before the break was my friends roasting me for an hour. I went through my career, the basically all the highlights of my career, and the people that have been involved and helped me throughout my career. And we filmed that bit, but it's just sitting on my computer, and I still haven't watched it to go through it and find the bits that we need to edit out and cut out. It's not been subtitled, and it's in its raw form right now, and that's why I haven't posted it on Patreon yet. But I've been talking about it. We've been talking about it for ages. Maybe right now I post it in a hidden link on Patreon that I give to you guys, and then you can enjoy that for the rest of the evening. And we make it a shorter live if you want. If you don't want, if you want to watch it and save it for when it's properly subtitled and properly edited, then we can do that, and I can hang out for some more time as well. It's up to you. So you let me know. Raquel Regal, I'm going to Madrid on the 29th. Nice. There's that. Okay. Oh, there's that. That's what's going on. Madrid. Nice, Raquel. Madrid's a great place. It's so much fun. There's not a lot of monuments to go see, if you like. It's not like Barcelona where you have to go see Gaudi's house, you have to go see La Sagrada Familia, you go and see the beach, you go and see the Olympic Stadium if you're interested, or the whatever. There's things to see in Barcelona, but there's things to do in Madrid. There's so many great restaurants. The best fish in the whole of Spain is in Madrid, because they send all of the best fish into the capital, and then Barcelona, Valencia, they all get like the second-rate fish. That is an urban myth. I don't know if it's true, but if you ask a Spanish person, they'll say that that's true. Madrid is a great park. Hopefully the weather's nice. Raquel, yeah. Manon, je t'avais aussi offert une chope avec écrit Papa sans pression. Yes, I think. It's not in here. I think it's in the house. But yes, I have that shop. Une shop, a beer glass. A beer glass. All right. Rosa, I would love that in terms of the video. Yes. Anne Austin, good idea. Reste, j'ai manqué la première partie presque au complet. Maxime Boutet. I was there for La Cigale and I'll be there for Le Zénith, so full circle. Come on. I may have an illegal bootleg of that roast. I think you should go spend time with your wife, and I want to see the video, enjoy some time together. Go on some. Okay, all right. Let's do it then. So here's what I'll do: is I will upload the video now as I'm speaking to you, and by the time it uploads, ask me some questions, and we can keep chatting. But right now, as I'm doing that, I will upload a video. Upload. Cigale roast, select videos to upload, bang, drag and drop that shit in there. What should I call the title? I should call it a Patreon exclusive. What do you want to know, Patreon? This is what you're paying for. Exclusive access. Patreon exclusive. Okay, Patreon exclusive. Exclusive. La Cigale 10-year show. Barcelona used to have the world's best restaurant at El Bulli, insane food town. Yeah, I I don't think El Bulli was in Barcelona though. I think it was like out in the sticks somewhere. But yeah, I mean, the food in Spain can be great. Did that video work? It says processing video. You know what I might do instead? I might upload it to YouTube on a special link because, well, we'll see how long it takes, okay? Hey everyone, hi Patreon. It's finally here. It's finally here. I'm writing the email that you're gonna receive in 10 minutes. So I won't read it out. It's the are you making money out of this tour? I hope so, Anne Austin. Anne Austin, we'll find out. I'll be honest. We'll find out next year. You can ask me that question in about March or April, once all the accounts have been closed. The international tour, probably not. We're probably losing money on shows in like Madrid and Portugal. Basically, I think outside of the country, anything that's less than 500, we're not making money on. We're losing it. But obviously, we make it back on some of the shows, like last night where there was 1,800 people. Here's the thing, though: you just get fucked up. I don't know. There's some. I don't understand this industry. If you compare it to like Formula One or footballers who, you know, if we don't write shows and we don't perform shows, everyone else in the industry does not have a job, right? And it's the same thing with Formula One drivers, footballers. If they don't exist and they don't play football or drive cars fast, then the hundreds of people around that don't have a job. So they're rewarded by being the best paid people in the industry. Whereas in comedy, I was going to say, and music, probably, maybe. No, music, it depends how high you are up in the music ladder. But you are often not, or in my case, in the case of France, you're like not it's frustrating because you're like, where is all this money coming from? There's 1,700 people, right, coming to the show, and they're paying about 30 euros a ticket. Where is all the money going? Because I'm not fucking seeing it. So anyway, it's kind of frustrating, Anne. And we can get into that more, if I'm honest, like next year when we have the books of the tour this year. And I'm also stopping comedy in France, and I'm going to do it in the UK and see how the landscape is different over there. I will no doubt. Un est de now, it's still processing. In the meantime, I'm going to upload it to YouTube as well. We'll just see which one works better, right? Which one works quicker. So let's add a upload video. Upload the video. Seagull roast. Get it in there, son. Get it in there. Or I could just broadcast it, but then I have to come back to the computer and turn it off. La Seagull 10-year show. Okay. Let's do that, and let's go there. Upload thumbnail, on s'en calisse. Playlists, absolutely not. Audience, on s'en calisse. Is it made for kids? No. Select monetization off, so you don't get adverts on it. Let's go. Video elements, add subtitles. No, not yet. Checks, copyright, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Unlisted, yes, let's go. Save that bad boy. Right, here we go. The video's uploading, 37% uploaded. There you go, already. What else? What else? Let's see what else you're talking about. We still want to know how to say prout in English. Charles, Ellie, we say fart, a fart. Jenny Richards, when does Louise start proper school? I don't know, really, because we've already started proper... She started proper school last year. Because the thing is, in France, school is obligatory from the age of 3. Now, what are they doing between the age of 3 and 6? I mean, colouring in and messing around. But it's in the same... There's one teacher, multiple kids, right? That's proper school, in my mind. So you have to send them to school from the age of 3. They call it maternelle, which is basically from 3 to 6. It's 3 years of... If you want to call it preschool, you can call it preschool. I don't know what else to call it, but there's 3 years of this maternelle, which didn't used to be obligatory 5 years ago, but now it's obligatory for kids starting from when they're 3 or like 2.5, and it goes up to 6, and then they start primary school from 6. But you don't have a choice. She's technically been at proper school for a year. But it's kind of preschool, I think. I don't know how this stuff works. Do you know what I mean? I tell you what, surprise, surprise, YouTube is much quicker than Patreon. What have you done before or after the show in Strasbourg? Anything special worth sharing? Laurent, my life is fucking boring. Let me tell you. Before the show in Strasbourg, I slept. So here's actually what happened. We did the show in Luxembourg. We went to the bar afterwards, watched the rugby game. Those dancers came along, did their little dance. Then they left. And then the sort of me, Manu, my light and sound guy, Adam, and the local promoter, Lionel, with basically sat round a table in this almost empty bar now, once they'd left, just chatting. And then 5 Russian women came and sat at a table next to us. And they started dancing and we were like, yeah, cool, all right. And then one of them came over, spoke to the sound guy. And they were a little bit older. They were 50 years old or whatever. And they were Russian ladies looking for husbands. She was like, nous cherche mari pour rester ici. One of them ran a beauty parlor in Mondorf-les-Bains and was trying to get husbands for the other 5 girls that she employs. We basically stayed there until, I don't know, what did it end up being? 2 a.m? And then we tried to go get another cocktail in another part of the casino, and it was closing up. So went to bed, but then I watched the Formula One like a dickhead until 4 a.m. And I ended up getting to sleep at about 5. And then we woke up at 10 to get the train, or the bus, sorry, to... no, not the bus, the train to Strasbourg. And as soon as we got into Strasbourg, I don't know, maybe it was a little bit later. I think we got up at 11 or something like that. Or we left at 11, got the train at 12, and then 12:30, we got into Strasbourg at 1:30, and I basically went into the hotel and spent the rest of the day at the hotel until about 5:30 when I headed to the venue. So I didn't even go into the center of Strasbourg because I was staying at this train station and the venue is outside. It's not even in Strasbourg, it's just on the outside. Did the show, was great. And then afterwards, we went to this English sort of cocktail bar restaurant that does food. And we were there till about 1 a.m, having dinner and having a few drinks. And then the rest of the team decided to go out to a cocktail bar until 4 a.m. I went home at 1 and watched the Formula One again, the actual race, the Sunday race, until, again, 2 a.m. So nothing exciting, mate. Laurent, I'm boring. My tour is now boring. Now that I've stopped drinking, my tour is, I'm the most boring person I've ever met now that I'm on tour, if I'm honest. Let me see if this link works. We're processing this video. Check back later. All right. We'll keep going. Is the Patreon still processing? Maxime Boutet, speaking to Charles Ellie. Do you have any gigs in Paris before the Zénith? No, Stockholm, Christina, because we need to fill 5,700 seats at Le Zénith, and currently we're at 1,200. So we've got a long way to go. So if I do shows in Paris before then, it's going to cannibalize the ticket sales for Le Zénith. So we're concentrating on Le Zénith, unfortunately. Stockholm, Christina. Jenny Richards. My daughter married a guy with the surname Taylor. She's expecting a boy in December. I'll let you know if she calls him Paul. Jenny. If you have a grandson called Paul Taylor, that would be outrageous, Jenny Richards. That would be amazing. Then I would no longer be your favorite Paul Taylor. That'd be amazing, though. How is it going with the whole teaching English to your daughter? Hopefully in a couple of years, I'll be in the same position, but teaching French. Isn't it too weird sometimes? Eve, no, honestly, I'm not really teaching her English. I'm speaking to her in English all the time. And it's going well. Like she's, do you know what happened the other day? I can't remember if I talked about this last time. I caught her. I say caught her. You'll understand why. Speaking English to herself recently. I was building our bed. My wife and I's bed, because it just arrived like a week ago, and we've been sleeping on the floor for 2 months. So the bed finally arrived. So I started building it while my wife was somewhere. She was having lunch, I think, with her friends. And so Louise stayed with me, and she was playing on she helps me sometimes build stuff, but it gets pretty boring because there's not a lot she can do apart from give me a screw and then twist the screwdriver quickly. So then she started going off in another room, talking to herself. And at some point I'm like, she talking English? Now, she wasn't really making a lot of sense, but it was definitely English. And I recorded it on my phone as well, so I can show my mum. But she was rambling in English. It was definitely she kept on saying the word himself. She would be like, and he would say to himself, and then for himself. And I don't know where she's getting the himself. It must be like one of the cartoons or something that she's been watching. But yeah, I'm not actively teaching her English yet. I'm waiting for the déclic. Because at some point, my mum's coming this week, and it's cool because hopefully she'll end up speaking English to my mum more and more. Especially when we put my mum on babysitting duties. Where she can just speak to my mum on her own. And hopefully now that I think she's got, I've spoken to a lot of people about this, and they always say, yeah, my child didn't speak the other language forever until they were 6. And then all of a sudden, it just came out. And it came out because when they're speaking their main language or they're learning their main language, it's very gradual. The last 2.5 years have been a very gradual increase in vocabulary, in sentence structure. So you don't really notice the difference, because unless we look back at videos of her, that it's like a gradual increase in language acquisition. But apparently when it's your second language and you're a kid, it just, I've spoken to a few people where it just bang, it happens, and all of the language is there because they've just been taking it in for 6 years, and then all of a sudden when they're ready to start speaking it, it just, pow. So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. What's going on with the video? Patreon is still processing a video. YouTube seems to have it set up. I think it's only in low quality for now. But how do I share that? Share. Oh, I've got to copy that first. Is it blood? Let's copy that, the link. Patreon, select video. No, not select video. Embed URL is what I want to do. What I will ask of you, Patreon, is to just not share this link with people outside of Patreon. Just because it's not ready. It's not finished. It's a work in progress. And I would very much appreciate it if we kept it to ourselves. Do you know what I mean? To himself. Keep it to himself. Oh no, what happened to the text that I created? Oh, Jesus Christ, Paul. How shit are you at doing internet stuff? It is an absolute tragedy, isn't it? Is it not in a draft? A draft. Why is draft spelled A-U-G-H-T? There we go, drafts 2, manage, let's go. Patreon exclusive, edit. Let's go into this one. Let's go that one. Bang. Patreon exclusive. 10 years at, I don't know what I'm doing, at La Cigale 10-year show. La Cigale? Yeah, mate. La Cigale 10 years show. This, it's going to be a shorter live, Paul. It's the same fucking length. Please do not Vamos a la playa. Right, there we go. All right, perfect. Nice. I like. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I tell you what. This has been fun. This has been a fun, short, Patreon only, 30-minute. There you go, 30 minutes. I will post the video in a couple of seconds, and you'll get an email with the La Cigale 10-year show. Again, it's a work in progress. It is unedited. It's how it happened at La Cigale. There's a couple of cameras. I've just had a quick zoom through it, and the colors already look a little bit weird. If you notice any like mistakes or any like weird thing, then feel free to drop it in the comments of the video, either on Patreon or on the YouTube video itself. That way, because I need to look through it, I need to watch it myself, and then give some notes to the editor, get it subtitled, and then we will probably put it out on YouTube in a month or two, depending on how well La Cigale is doing, not La Cigale, the Zenith is doing in terms of ticket sales. It's extra content, so it might get people coming to see the full show. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. This has been super fun. Next week, if my mum doesn't want to join the main live, then maybe she'll join the Patreon only live. We shall see. I haven't heard from her. I'll call her after this and we'll see what she wants. Right, Patreon, this has been super fun. Enjoy the Cigale 10-year show. Again, please don't share it with anyone. And I will see you next week. And also on Patreon, there's a chat. I haven't really used the chat that much, but I see you've been sending pictures of your fucking cats, which is amazing, because apparently everyone's got a cat on Patreon. So that's great. So that's it. I'll see you next week, Patreon. Enjoy the show, and we'll speak soon. That is it. Bisous, bye. What a dickhead.